Santa Cruz and taking a look at, hold on, these are our forecasts, the same, 60s to 70s, but I don't want to show you the forecast right at the beginning. 60s and 70s up in the Santa Cruz Mountains, 70 right in our coastal areas, and then you can see those mid-70s for our warmest spots, Morgan Hill, down the Salinas Valley in the 70s as well, 74 for King City, and then you can see around the Monterey Peninsula some upper 60s to 70s. So in some areas, like around Pacific Grove, Pebble Beach, you were about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday because of that sun. So here's what happened this morning. We had this system off the coast that really cleared out the marine layer. Early in the morning, we had just a little bit of that in our inland valleys, but the coast was actually clear early. And then those clouds moved in and brought us sunshine by the afternoon. And that's what we're seeing now. We do expect the marine layer to return once again this evening, probably going to bring a little mist and drizzle, very similar to what we had late last night into the early morning. You can see that green on there. Really looking like that's our only rain from these systems. But look at that. You can see some off the coast. Perhaps we'll see some in our mountain communities where you have a little more lift. In fact, we picked up a couple of hundredths last night. Marina had 0.03, Seaside had 0.02. So we'll take whatever we can get. And then going into tomorrow, looks like clouds for the early part of the day, gradually clearing out, and then there you can see that little chance of rain in those higher elevations. Lots of moisture across the area. You can see those 70% relative humidity values. That's good news. Even our highest elevations in the Santa Lucias and Santa Cruz Mountains seeing those high relative humidity values, and we like that, especially this time of year. Temperatures right now 60s across the region. As I mentioned, pretty nice evening panning out for you. And temperatures across the state only in the 70s in the Central Valley. But you know what? Tomorrow those temperatures are going to be in the same range of where they are right now. So we're still seeing that cooling for another day as we have these systems. One down towards our south. This is the one that pushed out the marine layer earlier, gave us a few clouds, giving us a few fun clouds for the sunset, and then that cooler air coming in from the north. Next system coming our way, looks like it's going to stay north of us, maybe bring rain to Northern California, and that's about it. All right, shift down towards the south, though, where Hurricane Delta did make landfall earlier this morning, and you can see it's weakening now that it has approached the land. And the good news about this storm is that there's really not much rainfall on the back end of it, and they're already dealing with high winds, power outages. Look at this, 100-mile-per-hour winds on the Texas border, 96 at Lake Charles. The storm made landfall at Creole, and Hurricane Laura we've been talking about, that made landfall in Cameron. Now Cameron's dealing with over 6-foot storm surge reports so far, and more to come, unfortunately, especially as the sun has gone down now, and then as the storm moves out, it's going to leave lots of damage, and tomorrow morning they're going to be waking up to that devastation. As for us, here we go. Here are those forecast highs that you got to peek at earlier. 60s to 70s in the Bay Area, 70s up in the Santa